Well, good morning again, folks. This is Lee. I'm your virtual airline pilot, back with you again with the second review of this week. And we're back on the African continent, in East Africa actually. And we're in Zanzibar, in Tanzania. And you're looking at Zanzibar KARUME International Airport in Tanzania, Hotel Tango Zulu Alpha. This is a payware scenery by Barellimsfsaddons. And this is version 1. It's available for both the PC and Xbox versions of Flight Sim 2020. Download is 115 meg and it installs at around about 600 meg, which is quite nice. It's currently available from both SimMarket and FlightSim.to. I'll give you the SimMarket price. It's currently €14.64, which equates to roughly $15.78 US, or £12.74 UK. US and UK prices are estimates from the euro, and all those prices include tax or VAT, which of course may vary depending on your country of purchase. This is a really nice scenery actually. There's lots of detail. Checked it against the charts as well. The layout is pretty accurate, and yet another nice airport in Africa to fly to and maybe start some exploration from. So as usual, let's start with some history. So Zanzibar Abeid Amani Karume International Airport, Hotel Tango Zulu Alpha, is a public use airport owned by the government of Zanzibar and operated by the Zanzibar Airports Authority. It's the main airport in the Zanzibar archipelago, located on UNGUJA Island in Zanzibar in Tanzania. It's approximately 3 miles or 5 kilometers south of Zanzibar City, the capital of Zanzibar. Over 30 airlines operate into and out of Zanzibar to destinations in East Africa, Europe and the Middle East. The airport was previously known as Kisuni Airport and also by the name Zanzibar International Airport. It was renamed in 2010 in honor of Abeid Amani Karume, the island's first president. The airport is a hub for Zan Air, and in 2014 the airport handled over 900,000 passengers and over 50,000 aircraft movements. Terminal 2 receives all landing aircraft, and this terminal also serves both domestic and international flights. Terminal 1, the old terminal, located in a small building just north of Terminal 2, is now inactive and is used mainly as an office. The old Terminal 1 was used during the time of the British Protectorate many years ago. Construction of Terminal 3 began in January 2011 and was built by the Chinese Beijing Construction Engineering Group. A new apron measuring over 1.1 million square feet or 100,000 square meters replaced the previous existing 230,000 square foot or 21,000 square meter apron area. The cost of this project was estimated at around US $70.4 million. On completion, the new terminal will have the capacity to serve up to 1.5 million passengers a year. The new terminal was expected to be operational in 2014, but construction was delayed due to financial and technical issues. The new terminal was finally inaugurated in September 2020 and began operations in early 2021. Terminal 3 serves international flights. Airlines operating into Zanzibar include Air France, Air Tanzania, Azure Air, Condor Airlines, Ethiopian Airlines, Etihad Airways, Fly Dubai, KLM, Turkish Airlines and Qatar Airways. So there you go, a little bit of history for you, nothing special, but this seems to be quite a popular airport with a number of airlines flying in here. So let's go have a look at runways now. Okay, runways, as you can see we've lowered the lighting now so you can see the lighting better. It's just after 6 PM local time here. Zanzibar operates a single runway, 1836, measuring 9,915 feet or 3,022 meters, and it's made from asphalt. The airport lies at an elevation of just 54 feet or 17 meters and is located in the GMT UTC plus 3 hour time zone. Now Zanzibar does not observe daylight saving time or DST, and so currently the airport is just 2 hours ahead of UK. Both ends of the runway feature low intensity runway lighting, standard airfield lighting system, and precision approach path indicators on the runway left side. Runway 18, and we're looking down the throat of that now, features a standard instrument landing system with both Z and Y options. In addition, there's also RNAV GNS and VOR approach options available to this runway. So as you can see, we've got the standard airfield lighting system here, with nothing really special. Centre lines included, even though it's not mentioned on the chart, and there's the PAPIs on the left side as per normal. So let's go and have a look at the other end, runway 36. So here we are looking down the throat of runway 36, which features RNAV GNS approaches and VOR Z and Y approach options are available. As you can see, the features are exactly the same as at the other end. However, they've put the PAPIs on the wrong side. PAPIs should be on the left according to the charts, but that's the only niggle I can see realistically. But here the lighting on the runway really isn't going to prevent you from doing any standard instrument approaches at all. Should be fine. Just remember that the ILS is at the other end, runway 18, and here you've got RNAV or VOR approaches, and from what I can see, plenty of lighting. But as I said, the only niggle I can see is that the PAPIs are on the wrong side of the runway. According to the charts, they should be on the left. So that does it for runways. Let's have a look at jetways. So Jetway, so here we are on stand 6, this is my aircraft. I've positioned the tug for you. Let's have a look at the Jetway connection, see if it works. Okay, nice to see the wheels moving. Right, the rubber has gone through the skin of the aircraft, which is a very common feature. Let's have a closer look. So as you can see, it's not a bad connection. It has gone through the skin, but it has connected with the aircraft. Let's have a look from the other side. I mean, all in all, it doesn't look too bad at all. Let's open the door and check inside the jetway. So that's not too bad. We're inside the jetway. As you can see, it's covered at the top, the door is open and it's not impeded in any way. This is the closest I can get to be able to view it. If I take it back a touch, we are inside the closed part of the jetway. So let's disconnect. So there you go. Jetway animation is not bad at all, really. So there you go. That about does it for jetways. Let's get down to the main airport proper and have a look at this interesting little scenery project. Okay, we'll start with some quick views here from where the aircraft is parked. Here you are. We're on stand 6 and you can see the detail is really nice. It's quite sharp, not as weathered as some might like, but I actually quite like this. I really like the way it's laid out. Apron markings are excellent, right down to the aircraft markings here. You've got the engineer walking about. The jetway works as we've tested it. A beautifully constructed building here with the roadway, various bits of clutter lying around, and beautiful palm trees. The whole layout looks quite nice. And here we are looking in the other direction. Looks really, really pleasant. So here's a shot looking south. This is the main apron. This is Terminal 3 directly in front of us where my aircraft is parked. It's the newest terminal, and as you can see, this vast apron area, which is a new construction, is right in front of us. Terminal 2 is further down here, and on the top of it, or the back of it, is the old Terminal 1, which we'll look at in a minute. So let's get down low and let's do an airside tour. So we're going north to south. As you can see, the roadway, the ground markings, everything looks really nice. The terminal is beautifully constructed, exactly like the real thing from the research I managed to do. And as you can see, the roadways, the airside airfield, excellent, really is excellent. It looks beautiful. I actually can't wait to see this in the low light. Here you've got a couple of Cessna Caravans, which are common at these airports. This is Terminal 2 here. All arrivals come through here. And then tagged on the end, here is the old terminal. Very pleasant. As you can see, signage is good, beautiful signs all everywhere where they should be. The fence line you can see to the left goes all the way around the airport. I can vouch for that. There you've got the windsock. Runway markings are good. You've got the turning circle at the end there. It all looks pretty impressive. So while we're out here, just a quick look at the signage and the markings going into the runway. Really nice, crisp, nicely done. You've got blue airfield edge lights as well here, so the airfield boundary is marked quite well. So this is the old terminal, really nicely modelled, just as it was in British Imperial times. So no internal development, but as you can see, nicely styled. It all looks really good. So this is a nice touch. You've got a small hangar here with a Cessna sitting there, a couple of fire engines and various bits of clutter. And here we are inside that hangar, and you can see there are a few bits and pieces here. And just another view of the old terminal, the hangar there. Some really nice weathering work there done on that hangar. So again, a look across the apron from high up. As you can see, the layout's really nice. You've got the fuel farm there to the right. So just a little tour here across the airside ramp so you can see some of the clutter detail and the palm trees. I mean, it looks really nice. I like it. It's a beautiful, almost tropical airport. There you've got the fuel farm, and there's the back of that hangar. Okay, little slow pass towards Terminal 2 here. This is where everybody arrives. That's interesting. You've got a baggage truck coming out of the baggage hall, except there's no doors. Control tower up there too. It's very nice. The foliage looks good. It's very well placed. So just another slow pass here by Terminal 2, looking at the clutter and the bits and pieces there. We'll have a look in the tower in a moment. But I really like the way that the fauna has been placed. The palm trees, the foliage. There's the front of Terminal 2. This is where all arrivals come through. You've got a clock there. There's a quick look at the front of the terminal. There's a plinth there, which I believe probably should have something on it, but it is blank. As you can see, we've also got animated flags. And continuing across here, various bags there, baggage vehicles. There's a hoarding up there and some buses. So a quick past Landside of the airport. We'll have a look at the tower on the way. As you can see, a nice Landside car park there. This is the back of Terminal 2. So here we are coming along the road towards the back of Terminal 2, and unfortunately you can see they've got trees covering the road, which has been nicely modelled, but the trees kind of ruin it. So that's another little thing that possibly they could review and sort out in version 2. Here's the back of the terminal with the arrivals. I mean, this part is nice. They just need to sort those trees out, I think. So we'll just move up, have a close look at the control tower. So from the outside, as you can see, nicely modelled, but no internal modelling in the tower at the moment. I don't know if the developer is going to update this or improve it as it goes along, but what's been done is quite pleasant. So a quick look across the landside part of Terminal 2, showing the car park there. So obviously at this stage of the game the car park is there, but it's not been 3D modelled, it's just concrete. There are no parking spaces measured out. All of this is really nice. Unfortunately it's spoiled by the trees here that are covering the road, but that's the only real anomaly I can find. But the whole thing generally looks really quite pleasant. There's potentially more to do this to upgrade it, but it's really nice. For the pilots among you, okay, it's not going to be of interest as such because you're going to fly in and fly out, and maybe this doesn't bother you. But it's a half decent attempt, I think, by the developers to have a go at this, and by and large the whole place looks really good. There are just little things here and there that they need to sort out, and this is probably one of them. So here's the landside car park of Terminal 3, and as you can see, he's actually modelled the car parking spaces there. Again, you've got animated flags. I mean, this looks much better. I'd like to see the Terminal 2 landside area developed like this has been done. This looks so much nicer. Very nice indeed. So here we come towards the Terminal 3. Just wanted to have a look here. Oh, it looks nice, it looks very nice indeed. Okay, no major sort of internal work as such, and the windows are just basic, and there's no vehicles or people standing landside, but it's fine. It works and it looks really nice. All in all, that looks very, very nice. So the building itself is very nicely modelled, and nice to see red lights on the top there that we've just passed. It really does look lovely. As you can see, there's the red light on the right side there, both ends of the building. Ground markings, I have to say, are excellent. They're very, very well done. Particularly this area of the airport is very nice. So let's just take a quick trip out towards the runway 36 threshold. Here you can see bits and pieces, some modelling that's been done. There's the airside fence to the right that surrounds the whole airport, by the way. Nice to see that being done. And here we've got a couple of Cessna 208s and various other aircraft, plus a little hangar, so enough room for you to park a helicopter or a static aircraft, a light aircraft yourself. I really like the palm trees. So that does it for a daytime tour. Looks very, very nice. A couple of things maybe to sort out, but generally it's a really nice airport. Let's lower the lighting now to dusk and see what it looks like. Okay, 12 minutes past 6 in the evening, and as you can see the sun's dipping down there over the horizon. It's a really nice shot actually. And we've got some lighting. It does look a bit dark from here, but we'll have a look a bit close up later on. Here you can see the runways well lit, centerline lights, and you've got green airfield centerline lights going off as well, going off the middle. And you can just see the blue airfield edge lights. But it's nice to see we've got the green centerline lights added as well, considering the ramp area, certainly from here, looks a bit dark. But you've got the main Terminal 3 here, well lit, Terminal 2 there in a tower, and the old Terminal 1 building looking really regal there in the distance. Quick look at the other end there. As you can see, the lighting goes all the way down to the threshold of 3.6, so that's good. So let's get up close to the ramp and see what's going on. Right, first off, just a quick shot here showing you the main large extended apron area. And you've got some light there provided by the big lamp stanchions. There's not an awful lot, by the way, but it's there. And again, you've got green centerline lights here leading you into the stands. So let's have a close-up look at the centerline lights. So there you can see they're the button type, but they're perfectly acceptable. Here's a close-up look at stand 3, just off to the southern end, the northern end of the Terminal 3. You can see the lighting's okay. It's not huge, but it looks okay. It looks fine. So just a little tour down the Airside road past the front of Terminal 3. As you can see, the terminal's actually really bright. Don't know if that was intentional or not, but I mean, it looks okay. Just looks perhaps a little over bright to me. But as you can see, Airside looks very pleasant indeed. And there you've got this effect slightly where the terminal sort of, well, you can't see the inside as such, but you've got this kind of rippling effect. Some people will like it, some people won't. But in terms of ambience and atmosphere, it's not bad at all. Very pleasant. So coming off on Terminal 2, again, quite a nice ambient little atmosphere here. Now it's interesting, you can see inside the building. I mean, it's quite nicely done actually. All in all, I find that quite pleasant. Just go around the corner here. So again, you've got this hangar that we looked at earlier that you can see through the windows. There's some internal lighting there for you, which is useful. And as we come round the corner, some nice subtle lighting here. And here's the old terminal, beautifully lit. Very nicely modelled and very nicely lit. So as we look out towards the threshold of runway 18 there, which is the ILS equipped runway, here you can see green centerline lights taking out to the runway, blue airfield edge lights denoting the runway boundary, runway signage, everything here as you'd expect it to be, all nicely lit. And you've got some lighting here on the Landside road. So all looking quite pleasant. So a quick tour back to the terminals, but going landside this time. There's the fuel farm. As you can see, the lighting generally is concentrated on the terminals and ramp area, not much else, but there is a little bit here and there. Here's the car park in front of behind Terminal 2. Be nice to see this properly 3D modelled with parking spaces and a bit of lighting. And here we come to the car park behind the new Terminal 3. They've got the parking spaces, but not much in way of lighting here. Be nice to see some lights. So here we are coming across this part, and this part does have lighting. And there you can see the landside part of the terminal. Very, very nice in its evening sort of glow. All in all, the atmosphere and the ambience looks really nice. Just a few things that could do with being improved, but we'll see whether that happens, whether the developer does do that. So as I come up here, as you can see, lighting, a few bits and pieces of lighting here and there, but mainly the lighting is on the ramp area and the terminal area, which is as it should be. Okay, let's drop it down to night time now and have a look at the lighting generally on the airside ramp. Okay, 9:10 in the evening local time, and as you can see, the lighting has indeed come up. And actually, now that we've got to night time, it looks far brighter and arguably much better. So when you come off the runway or go out to the runway, you've got your blue airfield edge lights here and the centerline lights guiding you. And as you get towards the terminal apron, you still have the odd few of lights getting you into stands, but the areas are much better lit because the lighting comes up. Maybe that's why the building is so bright, in order to achieve the lighting the way the developer's done this. And as you can see, the green lights are easily identifiable, and this whole ramp area looks so much better. Quick look at the runway. There's the exit and entry lights and the green lights coming off the runway there. And looking in the other direction, there's the centerline lights and the taxiway that takes you up to runway 36 threshold up here. So a very quick tour across the airside apron for you pilots to see. Haven't seen any vehicles going into the runway, which is a good sign. As you can see, that terminal's really bright. Could do with being toned down a bit perhaps. But you can see the airside apron looks much brighter and much clearer at night time than it does at dusk. Here's Terminal 2. And coming across the hangar here, past the fuel farm, to the old Terminal 1. So a high level shot there looking airside at night time of the three terminals and the ramp area for you. Let's bring it up to dawn. So 6:31, and as you can see, the lights have just gone out. They're on at 6:30, but they just go out as you saw there. But yeah, it looks really nice in the morning sunrise. And there's the sun coming up in the east. Okay, so 8:30 in the morning there, and time to give you my thoughts and conclusions. First of all, is it worth 14 euros or £12 odd or 13 quid here UK? Just about. Remember, the prices include tax, so tax won't be added. I think it's fair. What would I like to see sorted out or corrected or added? Okay, you need to put the PAPIs on the left side of the runway, on runway 36 on the wrong side. I'd like to see the trees blocking the highway removed here, because I mean, he's modelled it really nicely, but unfortunately if you're driving a car you can't go down there. So trees over the highway need to be sorted out, I think. And probably one other thing, I mean, I'd like to see this car park properly 3D modelled, as indeed this one is. And if I really wanted to go mad, it'd be nice to see the tower developed. But as it stands, the airport is very nice. Everything you need as a pilot is here. You're going to be able to fly into and out of here, and I certainly will. It looks like an interesting place. Beautiful location. You've got the sea there. And remember, this is an island. But it's been nicely modelled, very nicely modelled indeed. And I really like it, and I would happily recommend it. But like I said, if the developer himself is watching this, I would like to see them sort out the trees here, put the PAPIs on the correct side at runway 36, maybe develop this car park into 3D, yeah, that's really about it. Everything else looks great. And the control tower, if you could sort of develop the control tower, and if you really wanted to go to town, develop the control tower and maybe add a few people and a couple of taxis perhaps landside of this, and that would really make it something special. But as an airport, and a small airport in Africa, I think it's great. I recommend it. I think the price is fine, and yeah, very, very nice indeed. So guys, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed this little review at another wonderful little airport in Eastern Africa that you can fly into. Lots of places within the African continent available from this airport. As you can see, over 30 airlines use this place, so it could be a lot of fun. Thank you very much for joining me. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. I might try and get a third one out this week, we'll see. But look out for what's going on next week, and in any event, I hope you guys have a good weekend. So thank you for joining me, thanks for supporting all my efforts, and I will see you in the next video. This is Lee, your virtual airline pilot, saying bye bye for now.